When the front punch, straight push, doesn't matter. Boom. Don't do this, you're backing up. You see what I'm doing? Exit. How nice it was? Exit, inside. Easy it is to blend. And so don't anticipate this in fate. Just exit, he's right here. So easy to technique. First, from the straight or hand or two-hand push, okay? One-hand push too, doesn't matter, right? Delay, what you're doing is you're waiting for this. And I know we got a lot of big guys here, and you can do that out in the street, but if you want to utilize multiple attacks, where you're getting attacked by 2 or 3 people, it's nice to know how to blend and keep it moving. Hurt this guy, and then keep it moving to the next guy. You understand? Or get yourself out of harm's way by utilizing this guy here. You know what I mean? So you can keep it. Push, blending is a must-have. Right? So what I want to do is I want to step. As he's stepping, I know you know what it is, right? It's a straight punch. So here you go. That's all I'm looking for. Look at my leg. I'm pushing off my back. Boom. I'm pushing off my back. Boom. And I'm almost playing tag with this punch. I'm almost letting it hit me. And then I'll slide. Oh, look at it. Right here. It's a nice technique, man. What techniques do I have? Roll. Come on. A lot more. Maybe I'll bring it over here. What do you got now?
Wheel through, come along.
Spin around. All right? High bridge. Leg sweep. So we're gonna enter in just like this. Turn and keep it and get it ready for front push throw. I need you guys to pair up. Watch. This is what I was doing over here. This is what I'm seeing a lot. I'm seeing this a lot. And that's all right. That's not bad. It's just that it's not what I'm looking for. Look at the distance. Look at the distance. I have to go through it so that I can get a better position on the hand. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going in. And then I'm locking up for my quarterbacks. Again, if you're too close and he's here and he goes to push, boom, yes, I want that. Because there's no way I can go forward. So the distance makes you react to what blend you're going to do. Okay? So if you're too close, you might have to do that. But that's not what I'm looking for. This is way more than enough room so that you can. Boom. Now look at the front and slow. Seen it? Again, slow. Entering in. Look, right here, I got it. Boom. Go ahead.
No.
Alright, so that's what I'm looking for. Now, after you feel comfortable with that, another way is parrying. You seen it? Watch again, slow. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so what I'm doing now, straight. Whoop. See it? It's right here. Again. Takes time, but you could actually feel when you have the hand that you wrap around it and you're in this real quick, okay? But for now, what I'm looking for is kicking off your back leg. 1, 2, and do your technique. Go ahead.
So we gotta keep have that distance, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get
We
your
were
distance.
too close.
Go ahead, go. What does the parry do for us in this situation? I'm going to show you what the parry does for us. Let's take it from the straight push. All right? He's on top of me, and I feel overwhelmed. So what my normal instincts would be is to turn around and do that instead of entering in, because now he's too far back and he's too far gone. I can't even reach him. The parry, what it does, it actually puts it right into my hand. So it's like, you see what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, even if he's pushing at my chest, he's not. I don't even have to boom. And he's still moving out of my way. And then all I have to do is come up and around. Wow, and I got it. So I do that at the same time. Boom. See it? So. Stop. Was, right? Why do we do that? Because he's too close. A knife attack. Ooh! Right? You see it? That's where that comes from. Boom. And then, oh, right here. I'm gonna break his arm. You understand what I'm going at? Alright? So, I want you guys to learn the difference between the two. He's far away, he's coming at me. I have every intention of moving in to close this gap and not to be there. See me? Now he's too close. Whoa, feel me? See what I'm getting at? Alright? The two that I want you guys to use. One, keep them close. Hit it here, boom, get it. It's here, here. Here, here. Got me? Go ahead, work on it. Oops. Guys, and I'm seeing that everybody's starting to realize how to do it. Don't get them mixed up. They're two different techniques. They're two different approaches. One approach is entering in and then turning around and then settling, waiting for uke to come around so that I could actually come out of this and do a nice kodogashi. You understand? The other one is, he's close to you, he jabs at you, or he could even punch at you, and then utilize the same technique, but with a block. You see it? Why is it this way now than that way?
Because the height of the punch.
That's right. Height of the punch changes the way I parry. And if he's up in my face, sure enough, don't want to get hit. So I'm using the ridge of my arm to block. Again, slow. The ridge of my arm to block, but look at this one, it's already there. Look at this one. Just waiting to palm it, bang, and I'm in.
Would you be wrong in like the shimmy? Like let's say I'm not, to get used to a lot of your stuff, shimmies is like the same thing, it's just you're coming with the...
See, I'm just coming like this. It was like, just like if we did this.
Right.
Same thing.
Right.
The only difference, I'm coming here and I'm coming here.
Right.
You see it?
Right.
See this hand? Goes right in. See it? I come out of this, I gotta pull it out. Got me? Right? So, the difference between the stab or the punch to the stomach, this is normally a stab. It's not gonna be a punch to the stomach, and if it is a punch to the stomach, it's normally uppercut. Somebody's gonna hit you in the stomach. Then come here, bring it to here. That's the punch you're gonna get. It's gonna be that type of punch. But this is more like a stab. This is something in his hand. And it's like, oh man, I don't wanna have that in my track. I don't have enough time to blend. I want to control. Now I'm in position to control. Got me? Alright, so the way we start is that we start here, and then he goes, boom, okay? There you go. Boom, there you go. Boom. And the hand I'm catching it out here. I'm not catching it here. This is too late. Now. 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 You see it? Before he even, right about there, I'm already making him go the other way. Got me? I'm just want to utilize those two. And when you're done with that, straight punch to the face, boom. And come here. And come here. Okay? Alright, go. Did everybody go to the face? Alright, here we go. To the face. I'm going to show it one more time before we move on. Everybody understands that little parry, right? I mean, it's not that hard. It's here to here. That's how it is. Here to here. That's all it is. The face. Straight punch to the face. This one's coming up. It's almost like a saw. You see the saw? If I spin around, I have what? Arm bar. Almost common technique. The punch is coming. I come around with both hands. Almost both hands are up in the air. Look. I'm already there. Look. I'm pancaking already. Even before he even knows it. I could actually apply my arm bar. Now, what I need you guys to do is go back to the first one, because I'm noticing that uke is not coming around. So I'm going to show you something to make uke come around. You understand what I'm talking about? This right here. He's not coming around. Why isn't he coming around? Because there's nothing happening to him. Now, you see his arm? Came around that time, didn't he? Alright? Be very careful with this. This is a hyperextension, and you need to utilize a lot of control with this, alright? So, real slow. The face or chest, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna come down like this. Here. Whoosh. All I'm doing is bringing it to my pit and then utilizing that. And that's it. That's all I get from that. Alright? That's what you need to do. You need to get them coming around. Hyperextend them. And you should always have them in an arm bar. It should always, when you come around here, the pinky should always be down. And then the elbow is in position. Copy? Try that before we go up to the top, please. Try.
Right, all I gotta do is just, as I'm pulling this back, boom.
Right, there you go.
I don't wanna.
Guys, this is, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know that you have somebody in a bad situation. And that's a hyperextension.
Yeah.
So you should notice that right away. As an Aikido cop, as we are, we know this guy is in vulnerable position. It's just a matter of, how hard I want to do it or how barbaric I want to be to actually hyperextend that elbow. Very easy, guys. All right, going to the top. Going to the top, we're going to go here, right? Again, we're going to boom and utilize this right here. That's all we want with both hands. I want to pull an arm bar out of that trick, and I want to pull a front wrist throw. I also want to pull. Oh, come on. All right, and again, slow. I'll try to do it slow now. See it? Again.
You didn't have the struggle this morning, did you?
I need this hand to come up always. Guys, telegraph to the chin. Telegraph to the chin. Go. Telegraph to the chin. Play with this without even moving. And then move. And then move. And then find arm bar, front wrist throw, and come along. Go. Go. The question was if you use this hand to parry down. Yes, absolutely. I gave you 3 techniques to use. The arm bar, the front wrist throw and also the come along. The come along is this hand here, but this hand has to bring it in. So this hand blocks, and then it grabs, and then you're in the come along. See it? I push this down, and he's gonna go. Oh, yes, sir.
Ready to go?
You see what I'm doing?
Yes.
And I'm not doing that because I'll rip his arm off. But out on the street, it's this, and then you rip the arm out. In here, it's this. Look. It's this. Alright? That's why I can let him roll. Now, I don't wanna let him roll. I wanna pull it like that, so I wanna pull his arm behind his back. But, am I using his hand? Absolutely. You see it? Right there. See it? Okay. Here's why I like to straight punch. That is why I like to block with that. Straight punch. It's right here. And again. Drop. Again.
Oh, yes, Uncle.
Right? That is why that parry is so nice to do. And again. Sets me up for a spinner. Sets me up for a drop, a handshake. My front wrist throw, my arm bars. This hand here, it's almost like an old shit hand. Roundhouse punch. Remember that?
That's the one.
Same thing with this. If you do a straight punch, do a handshake right here. Drop. Legs me. Feel me?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Straight punch. Right to the face. Nice handshake, guys. Alright? Again, slow. Got me?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, go. This hand here, remember, spear hand. Go.
Sensei.
Go. Questions about this handshake? I know I cut it short. I only gave you like 3 minutes. But I think most people have the handshake because I guess the handshake you learn when you first get on this mat. It's almost like everybody does a handshake. But do you understand the handshake? The handshake is it's a 4-quarter lock. Everybody understands the 4 quarters? Front, back, side to side. And you should?
I don't understand it. I've never even heard that term.
Yeah.
Because everybody thinks it's just a grip.
Right.
You can hold somebody here. If he decides to do a backhand and tries to come out this way, you know, which you can. If you keep this up too high, he can silhouette out of this thing. So it's here, boom, here, and here. Those are your 4 pains. That's why they call it the 4 quarters. Here to throw, here to come back, here to the left and here to the right.
Is there one where you push it up into his bicep?
And then there's one there that you go right up, which is straight up. All right. So those are the four pain locks that you have to apply when you apply this grip here, which is a Sankyo. And you have to understand the twisting. My body is one. Go ahead, turn to hit me with a backhand. Okay, he goes forward, you go here.
So you're gonna feel his energy. You feel which way he's going, so you can move him and keep the pain threshold there.
Exactly. And I want to keep it in front and to my center, here. So then I utilize this too. See? Both fingers,
That's,
they're right here. And if I have to, I will grab them. Okay? So that's where that comes from. How do you get the person to come around faster? I just gave you that from the other technique. From the front wrist throw. The arm bar. The arm bar is in this one too, in the handshake. And I'm going to show you where it's at. When he punches to the top of the face, I utilize that when I come here. You remember that one? Again, slow. As he punches to the face, to my chin, I utilize this. You see it? Push him out and then bring him back in. Utilize my handshake. Got me? So what you want to do is keep your hand in this position. It's already there. Watch the whip, and under you go.
I have a question.
Go.
My question is, you got 3 attackers. Would you do that, or would you just arm bomb?
Depending on how
Or
they
would you
are.
try to use them like a human shield? Like
3 attackers will be 1, 1, 2, yeah, 1, 2, 3, just there. 1, 2, 3. This is a whole nother class, but I'm just
I'm
going
just
to
asking
utilize
what
the
would-
hand, no, I'm gonna utilize the handshake on this one here, because he's gonna throw the first punch.
Aye.
First punch comes,
So you use them as a shield? Human shield.
use him as a shield. Would I do this technique to him?
No.
Absolutely not. Would I use it on him? Maybe.
Why wouldn't you use it on Sensei's
Because I'm
arm?
flanked on both sides.
Aye.
And then they grab me, they take me down.
Aye. He boxed them out. I didn't see that he boxed them out.
Outside.
On the outside office. So if I'm arguing with these guys, and you guys came at the same time, this is where I would go.
You go to the outside and keep the other 2 guys boxed out.
Right.
Yeah, that will work both ways.
What happens if the center guy's faster and he gets in faster?
And he won't, believe me, he won't be the first one, because
Well,
these guys,
he's trying to go on a wide flank.
you're gonna have to find out which one's the aggressor.
Well, I'm
I'm
just trying to
talking
figure
by
out if you
arguing
gave
with
us
this
good
guy.
techniques and which technique was better for which situation.
Well, the handshake is better for the outside people, and that's if he throws a roundhouse punch. That's the only one.
Because I'm in the same situation as the COs and the cops, because I got most of the plumbers in my business that don't like me, because I'm a foreman.
Well,
So I've been threatened in the parking lots and all that other
Well, if you
crap.
got, let me tell you, if you got 3, that's a whole different class, and then if you wanna work on this, next week we can get down and work on multiple attackers, and I'll show you more or less where to go, but I'm gonna show you right now in 2 minutes what I would do. If I was arguing, let's just say with this guy here, and this guy's already start to walk, you see how he's already walking? Now I have options to go here.
Right, because I.
You already told you open me up.
Yeah, I opened up the circle.
Don't open up the circle. Stay
Right.
close. Now, which way would I go?
Yeah, now you're gonna go outside.
Boom.
Outside.
And the shots that are gonna be given are to the throat. Any shot that I give is gonna be one of a kill. It's gonna be a kill shot. Now, I don't care who it is. I'm talking to this guy right here. Oh, bang! I might just take this guy out. You understand what I'm saying? I took him out. Now I'm over here. Now these 2 guys can come and do whatever they want. Feel me? Again, if I feel threatened, then I might just take out this guy's knee and just continue going over here. And then, because I always like to go to my left because I'm a right-hander. I like to go here, so I come here. You understand? I was come here.
You leave your strong side open when you go to the left.
Yeah, I like to go over this side.
But you're dictating where you want to go. You're dictating where you want to go.
I'm gonna set you up now.
Yeah, you're dictating.
You know where the hell I go, man, I don't want no problem.
I'm right here.
You're gonna get it. You know what I mean? If they get close, and they open up,
You open up.
then I got him here. And I can take care of it from here.
Somebody's always gonna go first.
Alright, that's another class. That's another class. From the arm bar, straight up. Punches here, arm bar, handshake, let him go. Go. Do it.
You got a whole lot of
And that's what I'm saying, the techniques are there and you all know them. This is just a different way of an application of how to use them. And I'm just giving you a deflection so you have both hands up. A lot of people have tendency of just using one hand. And I like you guys to use 2 hands, just to get the stuff away from your vital points, your face, your body, whatever it is, a knife, a shank, you know, whatever it is, whatever they can throw at you, I want you guys to be able to get it away from the vital points and put it into an area where you can actually handle it without having to get cut or stabbed. And remember what I said about the knives. I can only teach you not to get stabbed, but I can't teach you not to get cut. That's gonna happen. You know, you're gonna get little slices and just hope that it's not in a vital area. But stabs, if you move the way I tell you to move, you're not gonna get stabbed. And that's one thing.
Can I ask a question? Where did you learn most of your knife stuff from?
I learned from McEwen, and then I seen a lot of stuff in my younger days that
Who are some of the
new
best,
knives.
who are some of the best knife defense guys to look at,
And,
besides yourself? And
who's
I know there's a
good?
lot of books out there, I know who's good.
Dutton is good. Professor not Dutton, Professor Duncan. He's good with knives. You see a
Somebody
lot
that's
of
not an NGA that you would look at on YouTube.
Sunu Suru is Moses Pop.
Yes.
A lot of his guys are nice with knives, so you can go on knives and Filipino Kali. If you see the Filipino Kali, they all go with knives. They're good with a knife and they're good without a knife. And a lot of their blocks are without a knife, and it's almost like they both have knives, but they always act like they have a knife, but they're blocking. Nice thing to look at is Filipino Kali. Moses Powell and Ronald Duncan.
If you really want to know some knife stuff, Apache ground knife warfighting. Like actual Apache Indian, American Indian Apache, they actually teach, and it's like up in Maricopa County, up in Arizona, whatever it's at, and these guys are fierce with their
And just to go back with knives, you know, if you utilize some of the techniques we have here, you're gonna be able to take the knife away with no problem. You just have to learn how to manipulate the wrist, manipulate the arm.
I seen a documentary on, a lot of guys have seen Equalizer. The guy that trained Denzel, because Denzel didn't know nothing, and he had that, I don't know the guy, I think he was a Hispanic guy, and he taught him in like 8-9 months, because he wanted the real deal. He said if the movie wasn't gonna look real and he wasn't gonna do this, he wasn't gonna do the movie. You gotta see the documentary, it's on the video, at the end of the video, they
And
show
that
the
was
guy
the movie too,
teaching
that was
him.
Equalizer.
So I took that
Teach
gun
you.
away, he would kill me the way he wanted the clock.
Right, no questions on what we just covered? I'm just gonna move on. Watch the parry now, watch this parry and watch me get behind him, Jay. The punch is gonna be one of these haymakers. He's gonna throw the haymaker at me, which is a straight punch. This straight punch is coming straight, right? Everybody understands that. Remember this right here, guys. Remember this. As he comes, run. Pretty simple, man. All I'm doing is actually just deflecting, letting it go where it wants to go, and catch them right here. All right, again, slow. Let him punch. Look. See it? I'm right there, guys. Look. Look at mine. And I'm behind him. Just as quick as all that. All because he was the aggressor. He threw the haymaker. Throw it hard. Throw it hard. Woo. Feel me?
yes, sir.
And what's happening here? I'm not there. I'm not there. Boom. Yeah, slow. Boom. Easy stuff, guys. Haymaker, he's gonna be in that position every time. Go ahead, reach for me. He's mine. Oops. All right, go ahead, let's try that. Real slow. I'm looking for this hand always. Watch this hand, see it? It's like this hand's here. Pull out from the rear, baby. Go ahead, go. Thank you. Hey, listen up, real quickly. Oh, shit. Real quickly. If you utilize the pull, the more you're gonna get the pull down. If you just catch him here, you're not gonna get the pull down as, and I guess he felt that I could teach you that. That's the little things that I guess I do that I don't see. But when it's brought to my attention, and I'm like, yeah, I do that. I actually learned it. You know what I mean? I'm drawing it. I feel the energy. I feel his energy, and then I let it go. And you see where I'm at? Go ahead, go with that. Go.
Yeah.
Real quick, we got 15 minutes, and I want to try to throw some real crazy sound. Watch, guys. Roundhouse punch. Now we're going to use this hand to parry underneath and jerk him. Roundhouse punch. We're going to jerk him over and then come back. All right? Yeah. Nice technique. It actually takes him, lets him go where he wants to go. The pull down from the rear is right there. Real simple. Roundhouse punch. If you're blending, it's even more simple. So do we blend or we standing kind of stagnant? I don't care how you do it. It's going to be from a roundhouse. This hand's coming up. This hand's underneath. You see it? This hand's underneath. Pull it.
That's elevated.
This hand's down here. This hand's up here. And the pull down to the rear happens. Again, slow. Roundhouse punch. I don't want to keep this hand here. I want to keep it going down. So this hand doesn't stop. So it's here. Bang. Feel me? I stop him with this from turning anymore. If I want, I lock him up here. And I go into my
Dental work.
Dental work. Alright? It's right across the boulders. And then it's a jiu-jitsu lock, and then you just drill into his thing. Again, slow, so it can be utilized as okay, just to hold him. Alright? You ready?
No, yeah. I was gonna say, how do you move
That's a good point.
Alright? And then the first one is the pull down from the rear. Boom, drop him down. Go ahead. Hey, Bill, can I use you?
That was good, man. I'm bloody now.
This technique could be used just to turn a person around. Multiple attacks. Again, this is one of the techniques you would use. Is to take a person around and then have him in between and shield. Okay? See how his arms open up on you? You know, it's a real nice technique to take him and utilize anything you want. I have arm bars, I have come along just by turning them around. Look at that. Alright, come along, everything. Again, slow. I come around, I turn them around and whoa. Everything's happening because what? Roundhouse. I'm opening them up. Because he's giving me his back. And that's why I'm able to do anything that I want with him. I'm gonna...
You're taking his back. He's not giving it.
Right.
You're taking it.
Roundhouse, he throws. Boom, I got him here, look. What do I have?
Arm over the shoulder.
I'm over the shoulder. I have an arm bar.
Bendable arm coming.
Come on now.
Freaking stretching him out.
Elbow chop until it comes to an arm bar.
Pull out for both of you guys.
Again, slow. Roundhouse punch. Whoa. Chop. Lock. He's done. Close? Pretty simple, guys. Once you have a guy flying up in the air like this for you, and you're an Aikido card and you're seeing all these techniques going through your head. Pick them. They're there for you guys. Nice techniques and it's easy to do. Again, roundhouse. Scoop. Nice technique for multiple attackers. Round. Questions? One more technique, let's use it. Roundhouse. Try it. Go ahead. See if you find that one. I gotta show you, bro. Jay? Exactly.
One more time?
Again, one more time. Jay, my house.
One more time, I wanna feel it.
I just wanna feel the switch.
My house.
Well, I didn't see that. Do that again? One time. I didn't see that.
I want to feel the elbow shot, real slow.
One more.
I didn't ask for the sound candy, I wanted the sweet candy.
There you go. Watch, real slow, I'll show you how to lock them up at the very end. I know that when I went to Florida, what I showed for 1 hour was just wraparounds and arm bars. And I kicked it out of the ballpark when it came to, you know, applying this arm bar across the face. I didn't need to do any of that. It was boom, boom, he was done. And that's what we want. And what I want from you guys, and if you take anything out of these classes, is to become fluent in what you do. Fluidity and using stuff that's easy is what I need you guys to remember. All the hard shit, man, that's later on. If you can only take in what's easy for you, you'll see how much more easier it is to defend yourself. Rather than trying to come out of the book with something that you don't really even have. You know what I'm saying? Then you're gonna confuse yourself. Roundhouse, I want to turn him and his back is here. I want to take this towards his back. I got him here. I put him on my hip. I turn him and I lock him right up. Simple as all that, guys. Look at his arm. He's in a come along. If I took it down here, I'm gonna go like that. Again, slow. Roundhouse, if I blend, same thing applies. I apply it here, and I lock it in. Push. Take a step. Take a step here. Not having me locked anymore. Push. Alright, everybody got that? I'll give you 2 minutes to work on it, and we'll call this a day. Push, go ahead, 2 minutes.